they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I, too, am America. KBLA Talk 1580 and the Inner City Youth Orchestra of Los Angeles invite you to attend the 18th season finale concert, I Too Sing America, honoring the 250th anniversary of the United States of America, this Sunday, July 12, 3 p.m. at the Walt Disney Concert Hall. Curated by conductor Charles Dickerson and performed by the largest orchestra of color in the nation, I Too Sing America promises to be a show you won't soon forget. This Sunday, July 12, 3 p.m. at the Walt Disney Concert Hall in downtown Los Angeles. Purchase tickets at icyola.org or from the Music Center box office at musiccenter.org.
I Too Sing America.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nip.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Men use the image of female perfection to motivate themselves. And that's exactly right. That's precisely what they do. You see that in the Tom Sawyer story. So Tom Sawyer is about 12 years old, and he's still hanging around with his friends like Huck Finn. And this girl moves across the street, Becky, and she comes out, and he's struck by her for the first time in his life. Something's changed.
Wait. You got to start that from the beginning, because that's our guy, right? Jordan Peterson, right? He's talking about the perfection of women. And the reason why this is an important clip to listen to, if women degrade themselves, what does that do to the mystery of what will cause us to put everything on the line for a woman? Listen to what he's describing. This is Jordan Peterson. He's inside of his classroom and he's teaching. Right? There's a certain mystery that women have. When, listen, Big Mama taught you, if you give it up too quick, he gonna move on. If you're not modest, if you're loose with it, he gonna be loose with it. You understand? If you don't respect you, he won't respect. There's a certain, and I'm not saying this is uniform across the board, but I'm saying it's a good baseline, right? Modesty, integrity, self-respect. If you bring the strip club to your celebrity, it's not the rumor, and it's alleged, but is it not a rumor that Clay bounced on Meg because she was too ratchet? Listen, this is what Jordan is about to break down.
Hold on, Dozo. Clay should have known, though. Correct?
I don't know what Clay should have known, because I don't know him. But I know if I was in his circle, come on. I would have advised caution. Move slow. You like her? Cool. She seemed cool. Move slow. Take your time. Baby steps, sir. Investigate. She might be wonderful. This could just be a persona and it ain't real. She could be something totally different. But you better take your time. I spent $4 million on. How long was y'all together? Now listen to Jordan Peterson. Break it down, Jay.
Men use the image of female perfection to motivate themselves. And that's exactly right. That's precisely what they do. You see that in the Tom Sawyer story. So Tom Sawyer is about 12 years old, and he's still hanging around with his friends like Huck Finn. And this girl moves across the street, Becky, and she comes out, and he's struck by her for the first time in his life. Something's changed. And the first thing he does is hop up on a picket fence and show off and balance in front of her. And he's saying, well, look at me, I'm, He's like the male bowerbird building something beautiful so the female will approve of it. And it's motivation. You know, and that's something that I think modern women don't really understand about men. They don't understand that, at least to the degree that males are uncorrupted and not bitter because of being rejected, they're doing everything they can to kneel before the eternal image of the feminine and try to make themselves worthy. That's the chivalry story, right? That's what you should encourage in your partner. So out of chaos emerges this first form. It's the feminine form. It's partly the form that represents novelty as such. So, and on one hand it's promise, on the other hand it's threat. That you wouldn't believe, and I don't know, because I don't know, I don't understand the situation with women as well as I understand the situation with men, obviously, being a man. But I don't know if women have any idea how paralyzing they are to, especially young men. A very large number of my clinical clients, but also young men I've talked to in general, are absolutely terrified of women because they're terrified of being rejected. And the terror exists in precise proportion to the attraction to the woman, which is a horrible paradoxical situation to be in. It's often why men make such fools of themselves in front of women that they're attracted to. It's because, first of all, they don't see the woman that they're attracted to, because what the hell do they know about her? They don't see her as an individual. They see her as the manifestation of a judgmental ideal. And then it's only in
Listen, y'all got power. But listen, keep that power, keep that mystery, ma'am. Do you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of men mistreat women in the same way that white people mistreat black people, people of color. White people mistreat people of color so they have a sense of superiority. A lot of men are intimidated by the innate power of women. So they mistreat women from that, like, well, as dope as you are, at least I was with you. I had control of the situation. A lot of men, especially the hurt ones, the one ain't done no work, the one ain't been through internally. So a lot of men hurt women to feel equal to women. I promise you that. I've seen some of the most insecure men flaunt their wallets, flaunt their degrees, flaunt their cars, flaunt everything so they can feel the same size as the woman they're trying to talk to. And then don't turn around and be beautiful and intelligent. Oh, God. I don't even like her talking. No, because she makes sense. Now, if you flip that and you degrade, listen, I'm not saying sexual expression is degrading yourself, but I'm saying if you fit into the archetype of what that means in this society, the mystery is gone. Now he's like, oh, you'll do that? That's the doorway in to the marginalization. If you got more self-respect than him, he knows he's out of your league. Do you? 1-800-920-1580. Get to the phone lines. I'm asking you, did India Ari make us a salient point when she talked about the vibration, the energy, the frequency? We act like it's nothing. Oh, I don't listen to the words. Man, stop. We do listen to the words. We repeat the words. We chant the words. And then at the same time, we participate in the law of attraction. Is that not a contradiction? Which one is it? I want to know. 1-800-920-1580. We got callers on the line. I want to get them in here. Oh, the trigger machine. Let's go. The voice of reason is live. Cali Soul, Denver, Colorado. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Oh, my word.
Here we go. Let's get it.
India.Arie was so in her bag when she said what she needed to say. But people don't want to hear it because they're under a trance. What's happened to our culture is we have been we've become susceptible to spirit work.
Wait, we've been susceptible to what?
Spirit work, spell work.
Spell work, spirit work. Okay.
They've tricked a lot of entertainers and artists into selling their souls. And the artists think, oh, I'm pimping it, I'm doing good. But essentially, when you open yourself up like that, you've sold your soul so that you can get it snatched. You didn't even know it.
Wait, you sold your soul so you could get it snatched?
You didn't know that was what was going on. You just thought selling your soul bought you a seat at the table. It actually opens you up to get your soul snatched.
Andy said this is Cali soul talking.
Yeah.
But Cali, let me just tell you what I experienced when you say this. People listen to the truth, or let me do it this way. You're saying something that I believe to be true. But what I realize is people will edit your truth the way they edit the Bible, their truth. They'll pick and choose which parts of it they want to agree with, because if you're talking about something they like, they will not apply it. This is why I'm saying what I'm saying. Oh, in one breath, you'll say Michael Jackson was right, and he was with the law of attraction, and he was telling you about the songs and the vibrations. That's what NDRE said. But you know what this young generation is doing to NDRE right now? They calling her old and washed up and a hater.
And don't forget ugly.
Oh, and ugly. Because of the Afrocentric features she has, right?
I think that that's a problem. I think that if Cardi B had said this, if Beyonce had said this, maybe even, I think if Meg Thee Stallion would have said it, it would have been the same treatment as NDRE.
Can I say this?
Yes, come on in.
Old girl from Brownstone said something too.
Old girl from Brownstone.
Nikki Gilbert.
Yes, she did. Nikki Gilbert.
She's attractive.
Yeah.
How did they treat her?
Ain't nobody really talking about her though, in comparison to NDRE.
Because, you know why? NDRE is probably bigger than her in their mind. So she doesn't even deserve to be responded to. So do you hear what I said about we will take wealth over meaning, we'll take success over modesty, we'll take success over morality? Let's just be honest. So when Cali says they sold our soul only for it to be snatched, that is a perfect example of that. We're not going to listen to the sister from Brownstone. Who is she anyway? You old, you ugly, and you're a hater is what the younger generation is saying. Cali?
Oh, anything that's constructive to this generation is hating. They don't comprehend constructive criticism. Not all of them, but a fair amount of them. And what's happened as a community is we've got a tapeworm. We've got tapeworms.
We got tapeworms.
And tapeworms are dangerous. Oh, yeah, because they kill you over time.
Wow.
The system will go septic over time. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, so we sitting up thinking, oh, it's all good, because not all of us think that way. But what happens is, as a community, it separates us. It tears us apart. It makes us sick. So this is a very dangerous time that we're living in regards to everything that is lovely about our culture has been sucked out. Society has, bastardized our culture.
So, Cali,
and they've taken all.
You're saying something so profound here. I have to interject this. So, the same people fat-mouthing about hip-hop when it first came around, I was there. Oh, this ain't gonna last. This is junk. This ain't good. This is deplorable. They was talking, and I'm talking about Run DMC, Kool Moe Dee, Fat Boy. They talking about all the early hip-hop like this is a mess, and it ain't gonna be here. Mm-hmm. And then as it gained momentum, the same people fat-mouthing about hip-hop wind up doing deals with hip-hop. And this is what's happening now. When hip-hop turned the corner with NWA, Ice-T, and all of them, it turned the corner and became gangsta, fat-mouthing. This is deplorable. This is bad. This is bad. And when it blew up and became commercially viable, they started doing businesses and giving awards. So my whole point is, we don't respect anything until it starts making money. And we'll respect something that is inherently toxic because it's making money.
Mm-hmm.
Is that somewhere near the point you're laying out?
That's a whole lot of the point. Like, even Cardi B said she won't let her children listen to her music. So in other words, I'm pimping y'all.
Y'all not pimping me.
Y'all not pimping me. Like, I don't want my children to grow up thinking that this stuff is cool. Think about, I think that what happened with Meg and Clay is she couldn't get him to see the separation between what she likes to pimp down society's throat and maybe who she is as a real woman. So he thought he was getting Meg, the ratchet stallion. And it's like, wait a minute.
Potentially.
You want to be inside?
No. Potentially.
Let me run these streets.
Or she was ratchet and he didn't like it. It could have been that too.
Could have been that too. I highly doubt that it was that. I think that, again, she's selling what she doesn't live.
Listen, what about the double standard here? What about the double standard here?
Okay.
Right? A man will get drugged for being a thug, a drug dealer, a hood. He's still going to get a lot of women too, by the way. But he will get drugged for being that guy, right?
Okay.
Acting like y'all don't love him.
So we look the other way. I'm just saying, is it empowerment when sisters bring the strip club to the wax, to records? Should we look at that as
what they're marketing it as? They're saying like, oh, I'm pimping myself now. They can't pimp me. So yeah, I'm bringing the strip club to wax because if you think about it, you were an executive. The people were making music for the strip clubs.
Wait.
Like those were the hits.
Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Don't you just sit right there. When we come forward, more from the VOR. We cooking now.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Talkers Magazine has spoken. Out of every talk radio host in America, Tavis Smiley ranks number 14 on the Heavy 100 list. One of the top 15 most important voices in the nation, right here on KBLA Talk 1580. Unapologetically progressive, unapologetically powerful. Tune in weekdays on the 9s, 9 a.m. to noon or 9 p.m. to midnight. This is your station. This is your voice.
Let's get it on.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 joins you in standing for voting rights. The midterm election campaign season is here now. The 2028 presidential election is right around the corner. When We All Vote is a leading national nonpartisan initiative on a mission to change the culture around voting and to increase participation in each and every election by helping to close the race and age gap. Created by Michelle Obama, When We All Vote brings together individuals, institutions, brands, and organizations to register new voters across the country and advance civic education for the entire family and voters of every age to build an informed and engaged electorate for today and generations to come. When We All Vote empowers their supporters and volunteers to take action through voting, advocating for their rights, and holding their elected officials accountable. It's all in for 2026 and 2028. Please visit whenweallvote.org to stand up for your rights, voting rights. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This November, you'll decide who leads California. So shouldn't you hear directly from the people asking for your vote? Join us for California Voices, a political town hall and ballot forum, Saturday, October 3rd, 2026. Meet candidates running for governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, and other major statewide and local offices, including mayor of Los Angeles, city attorney, and LA County sheriff. Get clear, nonpartisan breakdowns of the propositions on your November ballot, both sides, no spin. And ask your questions directly, in real conversation, face to face. California Voices is brought to you by KBLA Talk 1580 and the Empowerment Congress, giving you the information you need before you vote. Mark your calendar, Saturday, October 3rd, 2026, California Voices. Follow KBLA 1580 for details and download the KBLA 1580 app. Your vote, your voice. Be there.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I said certified free, 7 days a week, wet and gushy, make that pull-out game weak. Yeah, you dealing with some wet and gushy. Bring up and I'm out for this wet and gushy. Give me everything you got for this wet and gushy. Beat it up, baby, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this cookie right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a giggle, I'm kinda wild. Look at my mouth, look at my thighs. It's wet, it's wet, come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. That's role play, I wear disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make me dream, make it stream. Out in public, make the scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me. Quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them before I have a running me. Talk your style, bite your lip. Ask for a call while you ride that. While you really ain't never got him for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots, hang your coat for this wet and gushy. He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet and gushy. Hey, my
Does she really do anything for you? Like, I'm a big believer in men being protectors, providers, all that stuff, right? But a lot of dudes, they get so caught up in that role that they don't realize she does nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? She's just there taking. And you're just happy to be in her presence that you don't realize she's a liability, not an asset. Now, doing something for you doesn't mean she got to be spending money on you or, whatever. I don't view it that way. But what does she pour into you that makes life better? It could just be she knows how to handle you and make things more peaceful around you. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to talk to you. She knows how to inspire you. Whatever it is, does she have value that she adds? Because if not, nothing else matters.
So you can't. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason has returned to the scene of the conversation. We on fire tonight. The baddie boom. Every girl wants to be a baddie. First off, Barbie and Ken is a husband and wife deal. For the husband created the Ken doll, the wife created the Barbie, and it is the symbol of white beauty. When I see chocolates, I'm a chocolate Barbie. I'm a baddie Barbie. Listen, man, so many things are rooted in racism. If you just do the history, you'll see it. The baddie boom did not just entertain us, it actually installed a new software, a curriculum for black men, for what we think a black woman is supposed to deliver. Spectacle, transaction. I bought you the meal, you have to kneel. Y'all, the ladies don't act, come on now. High yield energy. And even as that specific aesthetic starts to fade or evolve in 2026, the expectations it trained are still running the show in bedrooms, dating apps, and living rooms across Black America. We financed it, we defended it, and now we are living inside the rewrite while wondering why whole relating, conscious relating, feel so hard to reach. I had a sister tell me, for the type of man you are, all I got to do is act like Claire Huxtable and I can manipulate you out of everything you got. She told me that directly. For the type of man you are, because I know how you move, I know how you get down. For the type of man you are, all I got to do is play like Claire, and I'll have you wrapped around my finger. That's what she said. I said, I got to get away from this one. Hey, we going back to the phone lines. Cali Soul, Denver, Colorado. Give me your final thought on this.
I just want to ask you, what would the strip club industry be without hip-hop?
It would still be around because they was stripping the blues, ragtime, jazz. Jazz at one point in time was the #1 dance music in America. Rock and roll. Listen, they would find some music to move to now. Don't worry about hip hop now. Listen, we just the baby of it all. Trust me. There were music forms well before hip hop. They would strip to classical. Put Bach on. Put Bach on and I'll give you some back to Bach. You understand?
I think hip-hop got strip clubs, though, to the level that they are today. Like, I don't think that they were at the level that they were before hip-hop. And I hear you with jazz and rock and roll and all of that stuff. But without black culture, the strip club did not thrive the way it thrives today.
Well, there's a combination of things. It's not just the music. It's money. It's capital. It's everything. It's technology. It's everything. So
I hear what you're saying, but hip hop music drives the culture, and hip hop music also glorifies money and finance. So, like, when did we start making it rain in the strip club?
Come on,
was that to jazz, classical,
stay right
rock
there,
and roll?
Callie, stay right there. I love that. Can we get Make It Rain? Can we get Make It Rain? Fat Joe and Lil Wayne. We need that right now. We need that sauce right now. Cali Soul, guess what you just did, sweetheart?
Brought Denver into the house.
Come on. We love it. We love it. We love it. We got phone calls where people want to talk when we come forward. We're going to go back to the phone lines. We got Carson, California. We got Mississippi. We got folks on here that want to talk about it. If you want to talk, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. An investigation is underway after 2 National Guard members fatally shot a black man in Memphis, Tennessee.
I've never seen anyone antagonize them or anything. You know, this is way more escalation than I thought that would ever be needed from them.
Authorities say 20-year-old Tyron Johnson opened fire during a police chase early Sunday downtown. The soldiers assigned to the Memphis Safe Task Force returned fire. No other injuries were reported. CDC data shows the U.S. death rate fell to a record low in 2025, dropping nearly 5% from 2024. Heart disease and cancer remain the top causes of death, while males, older adults, and black people had the highest death rates. And Black Maryland Governor Wes Moore's Independence Day address is still drawing attention. Speaking from the Maryland State House on Saturday, Moore focused on patriotism and recognized several Maryland Corps members and alumni who joined him during the speech. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
July is Disability Pride Month, a time to celebrate identity, individuality, and inclusion. Pride means showing up as your full, authentic self without apology. Let's celebrate what makes every one of us unique. Easter Seals Disability Services honors Disability Pride Month. Learn more at socal.easterseals.com.
Follow the leader. KBLA Talk 1580. Follow the leader.
If you're not following KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out. Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your black.
Follow the leader when the leader.
Oh my God.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
See website for details. MyFastCash.com is not a lender and does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
The mechanic called. The repair's going to be $750.
Oh, we got rent and the car payment. On top of groceries, gas, and other bills. We don't have an extra $750 right now.
We could try MyFastCash.com. When short on expenses, you can go to MyFastCash.com and could get money as soon as the next day.
MyFastCash.com?
Yes, they can connect you to one of the largest lender networks, and you can get a loan even with bad credit. We could be approved for up to $5,000 fast.
$5,000? That must be a long process.
Nope, approval can happen in just a few minutes right from your phone, and funds could hit our account by tomorrow.
If you have a regular source of income and a bank account, you could be approved for up to $5,000, even with bad credit history. And the cash can hit your bank account the next day.
Honey, I'm going to myfastcash.com right now.
Thank goodness.
If you need extra cash, go to myfastcash.com. That's myfastcash.com. myfastcash.com.
Loan availability, approval, and funding times vary. Terms apply.
All I need is one mic.
With a KBLA Talk 1580 editorial, I'm Tavis Smiley. The headline in the newspaper read, Black leaders join forces to bring Destination Crenshaw toward the finish line. Now, beyond the headline phraseology of toward the finish line, if you actually read the article, it said that Black-owned contractors are now being mobilized, major new financing is being secured, and it is anticipated that construction activities will begin within the next weeks. That statement has more hedges than a Beverly Hills mansion, more hedges than a nervous groom's wedding vows written by a divorce lawyer. But it's funny how progress starts moving once somebody turns on a microphone. 4 weeks of KBLA editorials, and suddenly everyone has found their hard hats. It's amazing what happens when the community starts asking questions out loud, and this is why Black media matters. We don't need more empty promises. We need a finished project. Political accountability to Black fellow citizens means that elected officials and institutions must answer for their actions or inaction in ways that are real, measurable, and consequential when they fail to follow through. I suppose the good news here is that LA City Council President and 8th District Representative Marquise Harris Dawson is now officially on the record. But to be clear, he's also on the clock. Remember now, it is anticipated that construction activities will begin within the next weeks. We shall see. We have exercised our right to free speech, but there are other rights the Black business community can exercise as well. This is a classic example of a public nuisance claim if ever there was one. Again, we shall see. What I can tell you is that Black business owners and Crenshaw community residents have been calling, emailing, and literally showing up in our lobby demanding more and asking how they can sign on to this effort. Put simply, after years of delay, the people have had enough. My big mama put it this way: once a task you have first begun, never finish until it is done. Be the labor great or small, do it well or not at all. Now, I need to put on my hard hat, go outside, and wait for these procrastination Crenshaw construction crews to show up. I'll let you know if and when they do. Trust and believe. With a KBLA Talk 1580 editorial, I'm Tavis Smiley. As always, we welcome your feedback.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
I got the magic stick. I know if I can hit once, I can hit twice. I hit the baddest chicks. sure they don't believe me, then come with me tonight and I'll show you magic. What? Magic. I got the magic stick. I'm a freak to the core. Get a dose once, you gon' want some more. My tongue touch your girl, your toes bound to curl. This exclusive stick, I don't share with the world. I had you up early in the morning. Proper the low, can't stop us. Been a fiend for this, is rockin' made hits. Get the position down pat, then it's time to switch. I rock the boat, I work the middle. I speed it up, straight it up. When I ain't in the hood with my out low, I'm in the telly working up a sweat stroke. Tonight's the night, you can fall in love. You can call your mama right now, tell her you met a dog. I pop it like cause I can back it up. My left stroke's the death stroke.
I got the magic. I know if I get once, I get twice. I am the baddest chick. Shorty, you don't believe me, then come with me tonight and I'll show you magic. What? Magic. I got the magic. Lil' Kim not a but I sex so good, he gotta tell his boys when it come to sex, don't test my skills. Cause my game had you head over heels, giving the chills, haven't paid my bills. But I got your name with the same color wheels. When I ain't out shopping, spending dues, see no, I'm in the crib,
The world is becoming more and more superficial.
Yes.
More and more money-minded, if I may use money, power, position, fulfillment, identification, me. All this being encouraged by everything around you, right? Now you who have traveled, who have seen all this too, what do you make of all this business? There are these extraordinarily intelligent people, clever people.
You see how he changed it from intelligent to clever. Because in his work, Krishnamurti, he made a distinction between intelligence and cleverness. Like extraordinarily clever people, not intelligent, because intelligence taps into something he called choiceless awareness. Do you understand? And he's telling you we're living in a narcissistic world, a narcissistic society that's increasingly becoming more and more about me, what I can get, what I can take advantage of for myself. Now, all I asked was, is there any validity to what India said? Does the content of that music seep into our psyche? Yes or no? I'm interested to know. 1-800-920-1580. We got callers on the line. See Arson in the building. Angie from Carson. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Are you talking to me?
I am, Angie. Welcome into the show. How are you?
Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, I would say that, yeah, she was right. I just now heard what you saying. India made a comment, I guess. She's right. Yeah, the young people, their minds are being shaped by the images that they see. The young ladies are, promoting a stripper image, and it goes into their mind that they have to present that way to attract men. And it's negative. And C. Dolores Tucker was right in the 1990s. Remember when she was against hip-hop and the message that it was sending?
Yeah, so, but I was there for the C. Dolores piece, and she was actually right and wrong because Tupac was her main target. And Tupac...
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Tupac did more than just gangster rap. He had some uplifting stuff. They're teaching his poetic writings in college. Like, he had some meaning, some substance, some value to bring to the artistry of hip hop. And he's still one of the most iconic hip hop artists in the world. So there was a talent and there was a gift with Tupac. But I understood what she was saying about the other side of Tupac and some of his records, especially the diss record to Biggie and talking about the man's wife and all of that. So I get what Dolores Tucker was saying, but I don't fully agree with it. Because she was...
but you can always say that there's good and bad. I mean, we know that there's always good and bad in everything, but it was more bad because they're using all the negatives to make money, to influence the younger generation, you know, giving them bad values. I mean, it's gotten really bad.
Yes, it's worse now. Because think about it, when C. Dolores Tucker was going at it, we still had positive groups. We had Brand Nubian, we had KRS-One, we had Rakim, we had Pete Rock and CL Smooth. We had so many positive groups. We had positive female rappers. Like, we had diversity in hip-hop, and she was still coming after hip-hop. This is why I'm a little bit on the fence with C. Dolores Tucker. What she should have did was narrow her focus to a certain type of music that she saw to be dangerous to children. No, she went after hip-hop in general, and Tupac was the main guy. That's what I remember. I could be wrong.
Oh, see, I don't remember. I don't. Hey, that's over 30 years ago now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I was a little whippersnapper then.
Okay, and I might have been just a little bit older than you were. I don't know. But anyway... But yeah, I just think that now, fast forward 35 years or whatever, you can see the value in what she was saying. A lot of people missed it back then. But look at what they're doing now. I mean, all the videos of the girls acting like strippers. And then somebody mentioned about the Clay relationship with Megan. Okay, so it's like you're going to present yourself in a stripper model, but then you want people to take you seriously like a college-educated woman. How does that work?
But the thing is, she is college educated with a degree,
with
two degrees.
But how does that work?
Yeah, she's got 2 degrees. She's a smart
girl. That's what I heard, yeah. But she's presenting and living life in her business as a stripper model.
Then there's that. So you're saying there's an incongruence between her image and her real self, and the dude she's dating might not be able to tell the two apart. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, I love it. Angie, guess what you just did, sweetheart?
What'd I do?
This your first time calling it? Okay. When I ask you, guess what you just did, you say, I brought whatever your city is into the building.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All right, let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. Let's go. Angie, guess what you just did?
I brought Carson into the building.
Whoop, whoop. See, Arson is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call 1-800-920-1580. And I think Andy brought up a great point. Maybe India Ari was hating.
Projecting like a mug.
Maybe she was hating.
Yeah, because there was a lot of ratchetness before that.
What I'm saying is that it's not lost on me that artists hate on each other. Aretha Franklin hated on T-Boz. Because T-Boz and TLC was large at the time, and I used to look better than that when I was... It's just hate and mean and nasty. I get it. Maybe India Arie is salty that Young Miami is experiencing a level of success that maybe she hasn't reached. Maybe. I don't know. Right? Maybe that's the case. But India Arie never presented herself that way, as a hater. She presented herself very simply as, I'm not disrespecting that sister. I'm not disrespecting that record. However, there are vibrations, tones, and energy that go, and she said music is all vibration. So why do we get to pick and choose when we want to use that as the foundational standard of what the music is?
If I remember, the critique is more on the community's acceptance of the record, right? It's not like she's attacking the industry per se, or Young Miami herself. Am I right?
Is she building an army of Young Miamis who want to be like her? Listen, television molds the mind of folks who watch it. Every young clinician I've ever met, pretty young lady, want to be the next Oprah. Want to be the next Iyanla Vanzant. If they're in that lane, right there, I want to be this person. I want to be that. You mean to tell me that music is not causing folk to want to be like young girls, to want to be like Young Miami, who was with Diddy? Now we got musical freak-offs. I'm not judging. I'm being facetious, but at the same time, I'm presenting the point. I want to know. Is the baddie era amplified by artists like Meg Thee Stallion, Sexy Red, Young Miami, Glorilla? I'm asking 1-800-920-15. If I'm not mistaken, Sexy Red got an STD line of lip gloss. Each lip gloss is a different color named after an STD. Am I off? Is that true? I think I'm gonna pull it up when we come forward. More from the kitchen.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yo, it's Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I know you're tired of pretty gems with pretty lies, where people seem to scroll more than they sweat. Well, it's time to level up. Welcome to Huff and Puff, where excuses die and champions rise. Smack dab at 1221 North La Brea on the corner of Fairview. This ain't a photo shoot, it's a battleground. Certified achievers in the game. Trainers who grind with you, not post pictures beside you. Whether you're chasing your next personal record or just trying to outrun your past, this is your sanctuary of sweat. No mirrors, no filters, no fluff, just pain, passion, and purpose. Stop talking, start training, huff hard, puff loud, be legendary. Where folks go to war with their weaknesses. Huff and Puff.
I think my LADWP bill is due, but nothing's come in the mail yet.
You still get paper bills?
Yeah, it's how I keep track of things.
Clearly, it's not working. You can't remember when it's due. You need to sign up for paperless billing. I get an email when my LADWP bill is due. I never have to wait on the mail, and I can see 7 years of bills in my online account. Plus, first-time signups get a $10 bill credit.
$10 bill credit for new LADWP paperless billing signups. LADWP.com/paperless.
Going to a World Cup match in LA this summer? Ditch the parking stress and ride Metro. With direct service from across LA County, it's the easy way to get there for just $1.75 each way.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. 10 Toes In serves as a mentorship and domestic violence prevention program. They support, educate, and empower couples during and after incarceration. They assist male returning citizens to re-enter society successfully and to help them maintain a healthy relationship with their romantic partner. They offer a mentorship support group for formerly incarcerated men. 10 Toes In teaches its Intimate Relationships 101 curriculum at male prisons throughout the state of California. They host sister support group meetings for women who are intimately involved with incarcerated and formerly incarcerated men. 10 Toes In is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. To access their services or make a donation, please visit them online at 10toesin.org or find them on Facebook or Instagram. They are healing lives through relationships. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Jay White, turn me up. Miami. That's for all my scammers and my kid money.
Where are my scamming? Spending that money fast. 20, 50s, 100s cash. Boy, going that go, y'all bad. Boosting, where y'all at? Stuffing that in y'all bag. Just to flip it, pop some tags. Girl, going that go, y'all bad. Spinach, 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 spinach. I like a gangster making more than 10 figures. I'm a down riding with you in the swag. Only with the hitters for his girl here. Tricker calling up his trap phone. Where you at? Show me where you spend a block on your ops.
It's because I made comments about Clive Davis. And I said, watch what kind of stories you're going to see coming out about him. I signed my record deal when I was 22 years old. And so I learned about human nature through the lens of the music industry. So I got a full hot dose of all of it.
So India Ari just dropped a video talking about her statements regarding Young Miami's Spend That. She's clearing up exactly what she meant, and she's also doubling down. She also brings up Clive Davis and what she thinks about him and her personal experience, and she also talks about industry sabotage and people that made her career really hard. And I wish she would have talked about this a long time ago because people would have supported her even more. Now that she's bringing it up maybe 30 years later, it's not going to have the same impact. And a lot of this happens to a lot of people. A lot of people. I can tell you guys a lot of stories about stuff like this. A lot of times people try to stop you and people are very jealous. I've dealt with this firsthand. And I don't think I'm going to wait 30 years to tell you guys about my personal situations, because I think it can help other people going through the same thing. But let's listen to what India Ari has to say, and let me know what you think in the comments. It's Drea O.
Oh boy. Hello, hello. Hey, hello, hello. That's the Erykah Badu version, by the way. Hello, hello. Hey, hello, hello. And I've been in the blogs a couple times this last week, and so I wanted to come and talk about these things. Let's talk about the easy one first. It is being wrongly reported that I think we should boycott this song of the summer. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I refuse to sing that song, but either you know what it is or you don't. And if you don't, you can go find it. It's very easy. But I don't think we should boycott. What I want is to see people understand the power of words and music and to make choices that are healthy for them. That's what I want. Do I think it matters what I want for people? No. I have finally learned that it doesn't matter and that there's no amount of sacrificing my life force energy that is going to make anybody want anything better for themselves.
That's all I needed to hear, India. India's not hating on the girl. She said, hey, man, the words, they mean something. They do something to us. Okay, Andy, I've been on the radio for 4.5 years now, here at KBLA. My words matter? Is it doing something to the folk? Is it resonate? And I'm just talking with no music. Queen from Culver City, get in here. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
First of all, greetings, Zoe, and greetings, Andy. Appreciate your show.
Thank you.
I just kind of came in on the last end of it. I just wanted to just add that I really don't think that India Ari was hating on the other young lady. I respect both of those women, and they are totally different women. And that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I don't think she was hating on her. She just, being like a, just kind of like speaking her piece, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. And I appreciate you calling and sharing your insight. And you're more than welcome to call in anytime. Guess what you just did, Queen?
Oh, for sure. I brought Culver City in the building.
Whoa, Culver City in the building. Let's zip down to Mississippi. Nikki from Mississippi. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Brother Zoe and the fam, all I hear is OT Genesis
she be getting to the money. Everybody mad.
Everybody mad. Come on. I love that record. Go ahead.
Me too. I don't think I couldn't get through the song. I heard four words, and I could not vibrate on that level. So not for me. But to agree with Andy, sometimes we just like ratchet, and sometimes
we
for
just
some
like
people,
it. Right.
ratchet is sensual and sexual for some people.
Right.
You know, but we need to have balance, and I think that was part of what she was trying to represent. It's the pendulum just swings real far now, and not so much back the other way.
No,
but if you know who you are, then you know where you resonate, and you'll be okay.
I love that. Nikki, guess what you just did, sweetheart?
I brought the sip in the building. I still love everybody.
We love you too. And Nikki brings up a great point. We had Dolomite. Dolomite was ratchet. We had blaxploitation films. They were ratchet. But at the same time, when I was a kid, I didn't have easy access to none of that. Right? And if I got caught looking at any of that, I think that's the element we're missing here. In today's society, it's virtually impossible to shield your children from what's out there in the world. Before, you had to get caught under your dad's bed to get those Playboys. You had to get caught. You had to. You was in the closet in that third shoebox. We knew you was in there. Do you understand? But now, because of social media, everything is at the kids' fingertips, almost from infancy. Because that's one of the first things we do with babies now is give them an iPad, right? So, yeah, Jane Kennedy. Woo. She was gorgeous back in her, and it's just, yeah, we had our time. So maybe this is the norm for this generation, and probably shouldn't be villainized as much. But at the same time, this generation should be open to instruction from the elders like India Ari. So you can't turn around and say, well, how come our elders didn't show up? Well, India showed up and then got chewed up by the younger generation for trying to say, hey, you know what? We have to be a little bit more conscientious about what we put into the stream of consciousness, because everybody's going to get it. Listen, guess what? You don't have to agree. I started the conversations. It's up to you to finish them. The voice of reason starts off another Monday with a bang. I'm going to holla at y'all tomorrow with another one. Deuces.
And they super extra when them off the line. All I know is Bloods, Crips, Power Rules. I'm a West Side, don't get it up. Sick cause they thought I locked up. I be getting to the money. Everybody mad. I think I'm getting too much money. Everybody mad. Same old on the block. Same old with the pot. The same old for the trap. Everybody hated on them, then he bounced right back.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. A flash flood watch remains in effect across the New York City area as more heavy rains move in. Meanwhile, thousands in New Jersey